My project at Fantasy Fibre Mill is looking at growing and processing textiles from scratch. So we've been growing flax at the farm this season as part of a trial with the Soil Association. And then the project we're doing in this room is we're building the machinery that turns the raw plant into yarn. There's a lot of opportunities for natural fibres within healthcare. The NHS uses a huge amount of different textiles, from like bedding to uniforms to hospital gowns, or even bandages and slings and all that kind of thing. And at the moment, a lot of the textiles they're using are made of plastic or made of a poly-cotton mix, so a mixture of plastic and cotton. And this means that they're really contributing to the carbon footprint, and also they can't be recycled and it's all ending up in landfill at the end of its life. And so what we're looking at is, are there examples of textiles in the NHS that are currently made of plastic that could instead be made of a natural fibre? So the different steps of the process, so first is growing. So we're planting the seeds in spring and it grows for about 100 days. And then it gets harvested, so it gets pulled out of the ground. And the first processing step is a natural process called retting, which is sort of similar to rotting. And you leave it out in the field to get rained on, and the soil microbes sort of decompose the straw slightly. And then once it's been retted enough, there's then breaking, scutching, heckling, some good flax words, which are snapping up the straw, scraping off the outer skin, combing it, and then it goes to drafting, which is where all of the fibres get drafted into like one long thin sliver, which is sort of like ribbon of fibre, and then that's what gets fed into the spinning machine and makes it into actual yarn. And then once you have yarn, then it can be woven or knitted into the finished product. The only things available in the UK were medieval sort of spinning wheels. And I tried looking at, can I buy machinery in? And I got a quote from a Belgian company who make flax processing machines of 6 to 8 million euros for like a full factory setup. So it was at that point that I was like, okay, I'm gonna build my own machines, because I want something that's like in between a medieval spinning wheel and a £6 million factory. But that's actually kind of become the whole project, and I've got really inspired and got really into mechanical engineering because of like really wanting to do this. So there's myself and my business partner Nick, who are Fantasy Fibre Mill, and we've been working with the mechanical engineering students at Heriot-Watt University on some of the breaking and the scutching machine design, which has been really helpful. And I've also been working with some of the carpenters from the farm here for the spinning machine that's based on an open source design by a woman called Sarah from Studio Hilo, which is based in Berlin at Berlin Textile Co-op. And we've also been collaborating a lot with Jordan Masters, who works at West Virginia University in the States. And what's nice about it being open source is it means sort of we've all been working on these spinning and drafting machines at the same time and sharing our updates with each other rather than separately competing against each other. And so it's meant that the machine design's been really quick. And you know, and if Jordan's like redesigned a part, he can just email us it and then we can 3D print like the update. The most exciting part of the project has been the collaborations. So getting to work with textiles people and engineers and weavers and fashion people and farmers to sort of put this whole supply chain together has been really fascinating.